If you need something to calm your nerves, you can help yourself to the wine. I don't know what it's doing in here. Or why anyone cares. Okay, so we've got this thing with, where is it? Yeah, this security concern with Denzel Mitchell. And she's thinking that it's something to do with the Neuroprozyne thefts, but we already know about the Neuroprozyne thefts. So let's go take a look and see what he actually was doing. So that's... yeah, Denzel Mitchell, 1364. Huh. Well, let's just wander around until we find his door. Oh, it's right here. Let's see. Ebook. Purchasing orders. He's sure Mika Pines is behind it. Alright, 27 is next door to hers. Alright. Computer's unlocked. Alright, no idea who Frenetic Pony is, and I'm not sure I want to know. And more IT stuff. So, 27. What number is he? 31. We get to go for a jog. It's probably down a floor, isn't it? I'm just running around in circles. Okay. Screwed that one up. Alright. (21 to 27). All the way in the back. Which means she's in 25. Now, you're not under suspicion. Do I need one of those? No. No, I do not. What do we have? Excessive vacation requests. Something about sessions. Network security. Never write down your password. Probably means it's taped somewhere in here. So something about excessive vacation requests. And not taking your money. Well, it was a dead end, which I kind of expected, because we know who's behind the Neuroprozyne thefts. Alright, so now that that's been checked out, head over to the limb clinic, get checked out, and see what Mr. Thorpe needs, and maybe case Tyndall's apartment building out.
This whole thing just brings back bad memories. I love working here, but it's hard knowing that at any second...
God, I can't talk about it. Another bunch of radicals burst through the door like right now and start shooting.
I know. It's so awful. Because you'd be the first to... I mean, you'd be...
I'd be the first to what?
Nothing. Forget it.
Just say it. I mean, if you think she'd be the first to die, she'd also be able to react a little sooner if they just burst down the door and open fire. But that's what you guys are here for. And what I'm here for. I'm one step ahead of you, game.
Mrs. Reed?
Adam, I'm sorry you startled me. And please, call me Cassandra. You and Megan were together long enough. I was waiting for you.
Out here? Why not come meet me inside?
I don't know. I guess I'm just not ready. This is where you work, but to me, this is also the place where I lost my daughter.
We probably didn't fully recover, all things considered. Because she did just vanish in our coma.
I know what you mean. It's never been the same for me either.
I guess it's not meant to be easy. It seems there's just no right way to deal with something like this. And I can't even begin to imagine how things have been for you after all you've been through.
Yeah. A lot of things changed 6 months ago.
I can't get over how much they've changed you. At first, I couldn't even believe you were still alive. How do you handle all of this?
Oh yes, that option. Most famous line out of this game. Let's try and look on the brighter side of things.
They did what they had to do to save me. And in a way, I can do more now than I ever could.
I'm glad to know you take it so well. Many of us wouldn't be able to cope so easily with such traumatic changes.
Can I ask why you wanted to see me?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I'm here about Megan. About what happened to her. Or rather, about the investigation into what happened.
What about it?
Well, simply put, I feel something is not quite right with the way the case was handled.
You think there was some foul play involved?
I do. Call it mother's intuition. But when speaking to some of the investigators, there were a lot of inconsistencies. And then I met this detective, a man called Chase. He agreed things weren't handled by the book, although he has no proof.
And now you want to find out more?
I'll never hear my daughter laugh again, Adam. I'll never get a call from her to ask how I've been, or have the chance to ask her about her day. She was stolen from me. However unjustified this all is, I still want to know why it happened. I can see why she loved you. Not even that degree of mechanical modification could change what she saw in you. Please, will you help me find out what really happened to her?
Without question.
I never got a chance to investigate the attack myself. I'll look into it.
Thank you. This means the world to me, Adam. Really.
The first thing I'll need to do is meet with this detective, Chase.
Good. He works part-time as a security guard in an apartment building on Brooklyn Court. I'll be waiting for you in your apartment lobby once you're done.
Why does a detective need to work part-time as a security guard?
Oh, he retired soon after the case. I don't really know the details. Maybe he'll tell you more.
I'm on it.
Turn that one off for a little bit. Where's the limb clinic? Down the street on the left. The main reason we're doing that without question is because, well, we've been told there are a lot of inconsistencies. Oh, road closed. And realistically, if all the bodies were burnt to a crisp, it wouldn't be difficult to stage them. Especially if the case wasn't handled properly. That's not it, is it? Nah, it's down the street.
I, for one, approve of these protests. These limb people are drug pushers. Someone is getting rich while the rest of us are suffering.
I wouldn't know about those things. All I know is that this violence doesn't serve anyone.
Well, I guess the question now becomes, will the pro-human groups retaliate when Bill Taggart gets here?
He's that humanity front guy, right?
He's speaking at the convention center in a few days.
That's gonna be a day from hell.
Hello. I'm just listening to them. Nice rifle.
Mr. Jensen, David Seraph told me you'd be dropping by. I've just been reviewing the test results we received on you last week.
Should I start rolling up my sleeves?
Surprisingly, no. I see no trace of glial tissue buildup in any of your charts.
It's been 6 months, Doc. Shouldn't I be on Neuroprozyne shots by now?
One would think, but these test results show no signs of implant rejection. If anything, the bond between tissue and electrodes seems to be getting stronger.
So I'm free to go?
Well, Mr. Seraph did ask me to discuss another topic with you. You are aware that several precautionary measures had to be put into place during your first surgery?
Not all of my implants were switched on, I know.
The damage caused by the hematoma had to be taken into account. Your brain needed time to recover, to get used to the mechanical neuroprocessors and turn them on naturally over time.
Cut to the chase, Doc. What does Seraph want?
He feels that you might be ready to speed up the activation process using special software known as Praxis kits.
You mean I don't have to wait for my augmentations to kick in naturally anymore?
You can, if you prefer. But Mr. Serif did make a generous donation to LIM in your name, thus ensuring that Praxis software linked to your particular neuroenhancements would always be available to you and you alone. Please, take a look.
Also known as he guilt-tripped you.
Dr. LeBlanc, code blue. Dr. LeBlanc, code blue.
We're not interested in that. Hypostem. What do you do? Not that I could buy one. Temporary increase in health. An entire jar of whatever the Cyber Boost Pro Energy stuff is. Wow. Let's see, 5,000 each. I could buy 3. I'm going to buy 2. Oh. I can only buy 2.
Very well, Mr. Jensen. Use it in good health.
Dr. Teasdale,
And we are going to use it to get the Casey implant. Because we've heard we might need it for quite a few people. Radar range doubled. Don't need to visually acquire, that's helpful. Right now I have a lot of passive things. That's also useful. Well, so far nobody's been throwing concussion grenades, so there was that one mine. So let's pass on that. Aim stabilizer, arm prosthesis. Inventory size. Because I don't know if I want to mess with that. That is so much fun. We will probably be getting that. Recoil compensation. Carry capacity right now is a bit of a problem. Fortify. What is this? Increases its rating to slow trace attempts. I would rather get these types of things if I get that. But for the streets of Detroit, let's just get carry capacity.
Protesting is not against the law.
I know that, officer. But some of those guys were carrying tire irons and setting garbage cans on fire.
And those were the ones we arrested. The rest were merely exercising their right to free speech.
What about my right to come to work each day without fearing for my life? I've still got to walk home tonight.
I understand your concern. But if you want round-the-clock protection, I suggest you hire a private security company.
He does have a point. Or rather, a couple points.
Adam, are you finished at the clinic?
For now.
Good. Right now I want to know who that corpse is. Head over to the police station and get his neural hub. And Adam, if you can't talk your way in, consider making a strategic retreat. There's got to be another entrance in the side of the building.
We are not heading right there. We're not going to tell him that, but we're not heading right there. Let's see. Lives on the 3rd floor of an apartment near the 2nd Street gas station. Well, we're on 2nd Street. If I can find the map. There it is. This is 2nd Street. So These apartments off to my left, right? Yes. Oron, also known as the stand-in for Exxon. There is an armed guard outside of a gas station. I get the feeling they're not pumping gas. Especially since there's a dude in a white suit in there. Yeah, I don't think they're talking gas.
Real tight merch. Those art lovers get in my face now, I'm ready to pop.
Grayson, where he at these days?
Yo, where you been, man? You been running shit through that abandoned gas station for weeks.
Oh, word? I wanted to get some upgrades for my Zenith 10 mil.
He can hook you up nice, man. If you go, tell him I sent you. I want a discount next time.
Word.
It's not what I wanted to do, but I'll talk to you anyway.
Hello there. Well, you must be Adam Jensen.
A keen observation.
Mrs. Reed told me you might pay me a visit. And don't take this the wrong way, but you're kind of hard to miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment. She told me you might have information regarding Megan Reed's case and the attack on Seraph headquarters.
Oh boy, what a mess. Total pissing match. We had the feds on our ass, orders from 3 different departments, and pressure from so many lobbyists it felt like being the scrawny new kid in a prison shower.
It is a very high-profile case. Mrs. Reed said you thought some procedures were overlooked.
You got that right. I mean, you know how it is. Mrs. Reed told me you used to be a cop. There's always cases where you see the lazy officers taking shortcuts. But this was different.
Different how?
Too much stuff got overlooked. People seemed way too eager to jump to conclusions, and every time I was remotely insistent, I got turned down by ranking officers. People wanted to bury this thing fast. That's never a good sign.
Surely you have something more substantial than this.
Yeah, well, that's where you come in. I got a couple of leads I could never fully investigate. I started poking around, but these government-type agents just gave me the creeps. I got scared. Months away from retirement, I didn't want to fuck things up. But you obviously have the means to get to the bottom of this.
So what have you got?
First off, there's a rumor that the order to close the investigation came from higher up, maybe even outside the local department. Anything like that would have passed through Captain Penn. There might be traces of this left on his office computer.
Guess I'll have to pay a visit to the local precinct.
Well, while you're there, there was an officer assigned to the case, Chet Wagner. He's not what you call a choir boy. And when he suddenly got brought on the case, I got suspicious. Somebody wanted him there. And I'm pretty sure he tampered with some of the evidence. You should talk to him. Find out what he knows.
Okay, I'll have a little chat with Officer Wagner.
You'll most likely find him in the lobby. He got retrograded from his conduct, and he takes depositions now. He won't budge easily, but I'm pretty sure you can find some dirt on him on his desktop. His office is on the 3rd floor. You might find something there to help loosen up his tongue.
Anything else worth looking into?
Yeah, when the order came down to close the case, the bulk of the evidence was stashed in a storage locker. Maybe you can find some interesting stuff in there. It's on the alley right next to the station. The code is 4891. But I know an outside agency had access to that locker, so be careful.
Thanks for the heads up.
It's nothing. And, please, don't bother coming back here with details. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad to help. But the less I know about this case, the better I'll feel.
What else can we get?
How did you get assigned to this case?
I didn't push for it, if that's what you mean. To be honest, I didn't want to get involved.
Why not?
I was an honest cop, Jensen. I always tried to conduct myself in accordance with the law, with procedures, and what I believed was right. Not really the standard MO for a case like this.
You said an outside agency may have tampered with a storage locker. What did you mean by that?
Well, I've heard that government agents may have locked up some of the more sensitive evidence in a safe inside the locker.
Come on, Chase. What are you not telling me?
Damn it! Okay, listen. I snooped around that locker before and found the safe code. But I kinda got caught by one of those guys. He knows I know, Jensen. If I give you the code, they'll know I talked. Call me negative, but I can't think of a nice outcome to that.
Nah, let's not put him in jeopardy if we don't have to.
Why retire from the force only to become a security guard? I mean, it looks like you still love the work.
I love the idea of being a cop. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to join the force. But I just got fed up. It's not like I had imagined it. It's a job. Some people are good at it, while others just don't care. And it shows. This case, the Seraph case, it was just the last drop in a cup already full.
That's all I need for now.
You're not going to get mad if I walk in here, are you? Okay, cool. Mr. Thorpe lives on the 3rd floor. And that was a very weird way for me to go upstairs, but we're apparently weird for most people, so it fits the bill. Now then. He is the only person on the 3rd floor. Unless his neighbors just hate him.
Welcome. I'm glad you came. I can never properly repay you for what you did, of course, but I would like to help out any way I can.
What'd you have in mind?
There's a gentleman named Surratt who works in the area. His business causes him to move around quite a bit, but at the moment he's occupying an apartment in a building on Earl's Court. If you mention my name, he'll give you a discount on his wares. Deals in, well, he's a gun runner.
How does a guy like you know someone like that?
Growing up in my old neighborhood, you learn pretty quick to cultivate certain types of relationships.
Oh, cool. We can get a discount. How you doing, Josie?
I can never thank you enough for what you did.
Well, you're welcome. Close the door like a normal human being. So, Earl's Court and Brooklyn Court. And apparently, there is a gun runner in here as well.
You got anything you want to buy or sell? I'm the guy you want to deal with. Everything's on the computer, right at your fingertips.
Upgrades. A real shotgun. Automatic unlocking device. Pre-order, even though I didn't. It's a grenade. You throw at computers. That's interesting. 300 each. There's 4. Mine template. Yeah, that's what they did. Okay. Apparently made by some Germans. First round is for the shotgun. Huh. That must have been what the shotgun I had is. That just takes up space, so we'll get rid of that. And since we don't have shotgun, let's sell the cartridges. By damage upgrade. And something that works like a grenade but unlocks computers. Pass on the shotgun for now.
Always a pleasure.
Combine with the pistol. And let's put thrown things up here. No, I don't want to drop that. Give that back. Alright, so we've now got a lot more room for a lot more stuff. Let's actually put you back there. Take that away and start looking for street signs. Because that's Brooklyn Court, where the Neuroprozyne thefts are linked.
Thinking about getting my pit bull augmented. Get him some cyber paws and cyber fangs and shit. Throw him in the ring.
Dogmentation?
Yeah, word. We should, what do you call that? Register. Patent.
Copyright.
Yeah, copyright. Let's copyright that shit. Dogmentation. Yo, we're gonna be rich, man.
I just don't have words for that.
This city is one big gutter and always will be.
You think this is bad? Wait till the UN passes that legislation.
Security rating 2. Hacking capture. So I only need 1, but I'm a ways off.
He split it into the haves and have-nots.
Yeah, damn right. I've been limping for 10 years. Don't I got the right to get enhanced? No. And even if I did, how the hell am I gonna afford that drug? Neuroprozyne. Rah. Whatever. Gotta pay up the ass for that one.
Brooklyn Court. Fire escape. I do not remember what floor he was on. But I got a way in. And I'm looking.
Them D-Row cats is gonna get popped if they keep trying to tag over my shit.
Oh yeah? How so?
Got me a Hurricane TMP-18 from Syrah.
That's sick shit, man. I didn't know Surratt carried those.
Double T cut him a break on his rent, so we brought some in just for us. Turns out apartments in this dump ain't exactly cheap. That's far enough. Leave quietly and you won't get hurt.
Okay. They don't like me, but whatever. No one said they had to like me. But at least they were smart enough to just not open fire. And I think I missed the stairs. So Is this the way I came in? Yes. Okay. You must be Surratt's security. And you are Surratt.
You want to buy or sell something? It's all on the computer. What do you want?
I'm a friend of Greg Thorpe.
Really? Okay, I give you the egghead discount.
Machine pistol. Silencer. What can you be upgraded with? A silencer. Oh, you can be upgraded with everything. I also find amusing that it's a TMP model. Stun gun. Non-lethal firearm. Short range. Well, use explosives. Let's get silencer, machine pistol, and 3 boxes of ammo. That ought to do us.
Done.
Yes, we are. Now, combine the silencer. Yeah, let's combine it with the machine pistol. I know eventually I'm going to replace the machine pistol with the combat rifle, but for now, I'm just going to be carrying around more combat rifle ammo than sense. Now I have a nice shiny new TMP. Time to look into these Neuroprozyne thefts. I wonder. I won't be able to move the dumpster, but there are other crates lying around. I also don't know how successful I would be. Well, let's take a look. It doesn't look like any of those. Oh wait, I can get on the roof. So the $1,000,000 question now becomes, what floor is he on? Don't know. All right. It'd be easier to get up there, but let's see what we can do. See if there's any other boxes or something lying around we can use. Somehow, I don't think this is going to work out like I want it to. But, I want to try it anyway. No, alright. Well, I tried it. Now, if this was security locked, I'd be very, very impressed. We're gonna take this a little slow, just because we're really not supposed to be here. Anyone who happens to spot us would be totally justified in just opening fire. Does he really live in the basement? He's over there. And nobody's over there. Security rating 1. Let's not screw this up this time.
Access granted.
Okay, for a second there, I thought there was someone on radar. Security gate.
Who is it? You gonna stay out there, asshole? Time to unload!
Hopefully you didn't have any friends. The augment should have recorded that. Mercury messaging. So it was definitely not about the money. And if the gentleman who just broke in is any indication, He was really desperate. Really, really desperate. Hello, shotgun. Don't do anything crazy. Well, I guess it's a good thing he ran into me and no one else. I don't have any shotgun shells, but I want to hold on to the real shotgun. How do I unfavorite? I don't think I can. Alright. Walk out the front door. If that's possible. Is the front door over here? Basement. So I need to go up. Exit. Are you? Okay, you're just sleeping. Next step. Gas station on 2nd Street. Hopefully he'll be cooperative, seeing as he knows who I am. Because I would not want to have to explain shooting one of Serif's employees, not customers.
Jensen? What are you doing here?
I think you know why I'm here, Tyndall. I want Corella's security footage back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm Serif Industries' chief of security. I'm pretty sure I can find out about an edited security tape, so don't bullshit me.
Ah, shit. Listen, Jensen, I never wanted things to get this bad. I'm not a bad guy. I feel for Corella, I really do. But sometimes, for a good cause, you have to get your hands dirty.
Oh, there's a good cause now?
Oh, I see. You think I'm selling the stuff, right? I understand why this would seem like an obvious motive, especially to an ex-cop. But trust me, you shouldn't always take things at face value. I'm not selling the Neuroprozyne, I'm giving it away.
Giving it away? To who?
To the people who need it. You think everyone gets augmented by choice? No. Shit happens. And then what? You're saddled with Neuroprozyne injections for the rest of your life, and that shit costs money. But what choice do you have? Without the drug, you'll die. Rejection syndrome, crippling pain. That just ain't right. So I did the only decent thing to do. I stepped up.
No, we can respect that.
I can respect that. But blackmail is still blackmail. Corella wants out, and I'm here to make sure he gets out.
Man, this whole thing is becoming way too much trouble. I've even got 2 local pushers on my back because they say my philanthropic actions are undercutting their profit.
That's not your only problem. A gun-toting client was waiting for you in your apartment earlier.
Really? In my apartment? Shit, the dealers probably sent him. Tell you what, I'll deal with the client later. You take care of the dealers, and the footage is yours.
Alright. I can get on board with that.
Okay, I'll help you out. But you better not be playing me.
You give me way too much credit, Jensen. I'm a security tech, not a hardened mobster. The 2 pushers go by the name PG and BK. They hang out in the alley near the basketball court. Just make sure they never bother me again.
Deal.
I'm not expecting him to want me to kill them. That's why I didn't bother asking. Is this the right way? Let's assume this is the right way. And in the event it isn't... Alright. A little quick save. Oh, it autosaved right here. Can I talk to you, gentlemen?
You hear what Lazarus been saying? This country's falling apart, man. States are looking to leave the Union.
Look at you. What are you, a goddamn super soldier or something? I heard about them on the radio. Lazarus is the shit. Not like that Eliza bitch.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I wonder. It can get reload speed. Something I wasn't able to find. Well, I'm not going to kill them. I'm not just going to cold-blooded murder them. I don't like this. But who's got what? Actually, seeing as they're oblivious to the guy standing behind a corner, you've got what looks like a shotgun, and I don't see anything on you. So we are again going to inconspicuously move things around. Take aim at the guy with probably the worst firepower. No. I did not want to do that. If I wanted to kill you, you wouldn't have been able to shoot back. That's the way this is going to work. I really do have inventory problems. It's mostly the sniper rifle, but until I can buy a new one... Now, Okay, no, we actually do have... with all the civilians standing around.
Someone over there? Fucking gunshot!
Oh hey, I now mysteriously have room in my inventory. Are you joking? Well, this is now going to be my close quarters. But with all these civilians around... Detroit PD is going to have a field day with this one. Oh, hello.
Don't hurt me! Please! Just go away! What the hell was that?
It's called a firefight. How many of these people am I going to have to kill? Just don't, okay? You're listed... I'm confused. You guys are on edge. I'm very confused. I'm just gonna leave.
Look, I told you. If you want me to give you that security footage, you're going to have to get those pushers off my ass first.
I already did.
I've taken care of the dealers. Now hand over the footage.
Thanks, Jensen. Listen, I know it's not something you did from the bottom of your heart, but still, you saved my ass. Here's your footage.
Listen, Tyndall, I know you're trying to do the right thing. But we have to do things by the book, or we'll just have chaos. I'll put you in contact with someone inside Seraph Industries. They may be able to get you Neuroprozyne for those who need it.
Seriously? You'd really do that? Wow. I never would have expected this from you, Jensen. I really appreciate this. Tell Carell I'm sorry.
Whoa. You can get out of my face. Also, how did you not hear all the gunfire? Excuse me. I mean, there's no shortage of gunfire.
Did you get it yet? Adam, please. You have to get that security footage back.
I got the footage. You owe me one, too.
Yeah, you got that right, Jensen. I mean, thank you so much. This is my life I just got back. Listen, I got a hold of a weapon mod. It's not much, but I figured a guy in your line of work could use it.
Listen, I know you were trying to do a good thing, and I respect that. But you should do it through proper channels. Next time you might not get this lucky.
Yeah, you're right, Adam. I know you're right. Listen, thanks again.
Laser targeting. Drop the shotgun shells. Laser targeting. Put on the pistol. So this is a locker. Chet Wagner in front of the precinct. And Captain Penn's office. Well, that'll be if I get inside. I am still not entirely sure. Alright, so I can just go through the metro to get out to the police station. I didn't want to activate the... Okay. And all that's around the side. Alright. Away we go.